Hi guys, welcome to this system. It's the XS ISO of mid-August that I'm just rolling, update everything, right? And I've made a video about how to install Carli 10, get the keyring in, change from Plasma to Cinnamon. I want to see what Cinnamon looks like with Carli. And then I got into a problem, Super F7. I said new, and I only saw the guys of 32 bits, all 32 bits, and nowhere of 64 bits to be seen. It's easy, everything is easy if you got the knowledge, and that's what we do here. We share knowledge. Go to the BIOS, go to the UEFI settings, go to your setup, go to ArcoLinux.com, right, and learn about settings. Start here, BIOS and UEFI. We have made so many videos, recordings of laptops, desktops, all kinds of BIOSes and UEFI settings that you need to change. Here is one example: virtualization technology. Enable. You need to enable this technology, otherwise it will always say 32 bits, and we don't want that, right? We want to have to use all our bits, and the core is a 64-bit. We want 64 bits. Now, okay, that's solved, so know that you need to set that in the BIOS and UEFI. And then my suggestion, it's a more a workflow kind of thing, is make a template. So I'll make a new template from scratch. You see me use the template that I have. It's another way of working, right? Just copy paste after every clean install your setup, so you don't need to do it again and again and again, because frankly we do install quite a few OSs. So we have here all the other Linux 64, but there is also an Arch Linux 64 up there, so that's cool. That's it. Okay, next. Memory 16 megabytes. I can give you half, right? Next. Create. Next. Dynamically. 8 is too little. 20, 25, 30, depending on the size you want to give it, but don't give it 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. It will break, right? Now it's not done yet. We need to go back in the settings. Let's go over everything that I would change today, right? It will change. If you see other videos, it will change. System, okay, this is for UEFI. So if you want to test out the UEFI, maybe we should, right? The other videos that I've made for Carli 10, the 1 to 5 videos, was based on a grub look. So let's have a look at the UEFI look. So change this here. Processor, yeah, please, more cores, thank you very much. Enable this for INCSI, so you see motherboard hardware specs, right? Acceleration. I've changed and played around with these settings. Do not see much difference between them, so these days I leave alone. Most of the time do it in the middle, just do it a little bit more. This is the trouble child. If you do not set this to be that or that, and never mind this invalid settings detected, never mind, this is the correct setting. That's the wrong setting. You'll get 800 on 600 pixels, maybe, right? We have here 1920 and 1080. That's what you want. And all the rest we leave as is. Audio, network, manual, USB, shared folders. I'll make normally a shared folder, but let's skip that for now. Okay, so shared folders just between the guest and the host, moving files from and to, and that's why I need it. Clone, there we go. We have ourselves a Carli number 10, and it's actually a Cinnamon. How does that look? Well, not nice, because it's the standard Cinnamon from Arch. Carli out, that's the one, and we boot up and we can show you what it is. So this is UEFI, no nice thing here, and all these errors pop up, things, not error but messages could pop up. You need to click them away, and another one, okay, go, and blah blah blah. Okay, I think we're booting up. Now the UEFI takes a little bit longer than the grub. It is taking a few seconds longer before you see something. You might think, hey, it's crashing. It's not, right? So it is, after all, what it is, a sandbox. It's not the real thing. It's mimicking the fact that it's actually on a motherboard, basically. So we got Cinnamon, school, layout, US, fine, all of that. Live user, okay, enter. That's it. Enter. There is no password, and then you get past it. So in Plasma, you immediately log in, auto log in, and that's because of the settings. So go and have a look at the ArcoLinux ISO, the Carli ISO GitHub. That's where it says boot in with Plasma, and here it says boot in with Plasma. It's not installed. So we end up in the front page. The only thing you need to do is change a file and tell the system, hey, it's Cinnamon you're working on. It's actually this button I should press. It's Cinnamon that you're on, and go log in to Cinnamon. And that's gonna be in Calamares modules. And normally I would put this in Display Manager, but here it's done differently. Yeah, you can do different ways of doing things. It's still a puzzle, and it can be okay. So session Plasma, session Cinnamon would be a better idea. So change that word there, and that's done. You're auto logged, and the look is the look from March. All right, the look is the look from March. Like the look from Arch, don't change anything. Install the system. This is the old version, so it's maybe a good thing as well to watch the video of the creation of Carli 10, last article, thing number 9, right? And then you see the QML things. This is the welcome without QML, the standard. Hey, welcome. Next, next. And you'll see also the standard keyboard, right? This is the standard keyboard. This is what we use. Next, erase, swap, fine. Next, and the standard password here is shorter than 6 characters. But we're just going past that. The summary is general summaries, not the summary queue. And at the very end you'll see the finish, not the finish queue. So those are the differences, and if you watch one video, watch the other, then you know what, well, these modules in Calamares do and how they're looking, and what choices and configurations they have. So I think I better pause here, because we need to wait for to install and see the finish queue. And there we have the last look, right? The new module, finish queue, has these buttons, and you can click here, done or restart system. And end result, shocker, you have an ArcoLinux based on Cinnamon, right? Okay, do not show, reset. And there we go, we have grub booting up. That's always a message, don't worry about this, that's a message from Cinnamon rather than anything else. Ctrl-T is working, ooh, awesome. Update is not working because that's an alias, sudo -syyu is working on any ArcoLinux based system. And off you go, installing stuff. Ooh, would be nice to start theming and tweaking in Rising, but no, not going to go that way. Anyway, this is your voila, your start. You've got yourself a Cinnamon version, and then you start changing things in the .config, a theme, configuration, icons, wallpaper, system settings, maybe an applet here or there, right? And that's what makes up a distribution, a new look, a new feel other applications, more repositories, more anything, right? And then you get a different feel than the others. All right, I am out. Have fun creating your own distribution. Bye.